Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Yesterday we made a video about the rapist and the rape. And as usual, Muslims, they get so upset. I mean, look at this. Those Muhammadan, I hope my voice is coming good and clear from your side. Let me know, please, if you have any problem. Those Muhammadan, they said clearly that your Bible teach that the rapist should marry the woman he raped her. And they said this is disgusting. The second we showed them that it is Muhammad who did rape women, some of them he married and the rest he did not, they start going in denial. I mean, aren't you the one who said this is disgusting? So what the problem? What exactly the problem? You Muslim, you say this is disgusting. Are you going to swallow your tongue? If it's disgusting in the Bible, is it disgusting in Islam or not? Or it's disgusting only if it's in the Bible? We will show you an example of the stupidity. I saw some stupid, even there is a guy who speaks Arabic. He says to me there's a mass murder order in the Bible and supposedly happened. This is because you are an ignorant. And as they say, in China, he lived like a donkey. He never came back as a horse. If you do a little search about this, you will see that this is not really something happened. Stupidity is amazing. Here in front of us, we have Muhammad riding people, killing them, killing a woman, husband, killing her brother, killing her father, and then he raped her immediately. And after a few days, because he liked her very much and he thought about it, she is the daughter of the king of those Jews, so it's good for me to have her as a wife. Maybe the Jews will accept me more. The same he did to Juriya, because she is the daughter of the sheikh of the tribe. So this person, he is not even marrying them because he is trying to fix his mistake. He is marrying them to use them. But the question was, and the accusation was, the Bible teach that you can marry or you shall marry your rapist. And this is disgusting. But your prophet, he practiced that. So why you don't keep your words standing there? Instead, look what the Muslim they say to us. This is Abdul, his name is Daily Lee. And he want to prove to us that we are wrong. Look what he said. He start quoting chapter 22, verse number 28. Marrying your rapist, Bible corrupt, scriptures expose, Christian translate, and understand. This is forcible sexual intercourse, rape, Hebrew word, tabash, meaning captured, caught, lay hold, seized. I mean, I never heard of a stupid person. He claimed that he knew Hebrew. He start posting for us translation. And this is all the translation he posted. Translated as rape. You see here, translation, rape. And what make it more funny, actually, he is posting for us website. Did you even go there, you idiot? If we go right now to the exact original text, what we will find? This is the original Hebrew. Let us go to the original Hebrew. Give me a second. Where is the original Hebrew? Let me find it. Give me a second. You see, always, in order to expose anyone, just go to the original Hebrew and you will see right away what the original Hebrew. We have, there is a website, they give it to you word by word, not just a sentence, not translation, or even letter by letter. Even letter by letter, not even word by word. Let us see. All right. This is the verse as it is in Hebrew. This is not a translation. This is not a translation. So each word is there one by one. It has even a number. It has the meaning. It has the translation. And he size her. Size her here, it means he have hold in her. You know, if a man, he want to sleep with the women. Have you ever heard of a woman, she say, hey, come, take me, you know, women, she would say, oh no, come on, you know, and then he take her, right? You will notice, you idiot, just to show you that you are a certified donkey. And sorry to use the word donkey with you. Look what you did. This is your own post, not my post. Isn't it, this is verse number 25 you posted? Okay. What it says? If a man he rape a girl, he shall die. So how the verse after it, it says, if a man rape a girl, he shall marry her. Guys, do you see the stupidity? If the verse, they are saying, if a man he rape a woman, he shall die. So how the verse after it says, if a man he rape a woman, he shall marry her? He die or he marry her? Guys, you understand what I'm saying? It says already, if a man, and he is the one who's posting, this is the donkey himself, who's supposed to trying to get us busted. So we have a page, and the page have a law. And this law says, okay, if a man he rape a woman, that man he shall die. The verse after it says, if a man rape a woman, he shall marry her. So he marry her after he's going to be killed. Stupidity is amazing, what I can say. And the dummy, he is the one who is posting this, not me. I mean, thank you for helping me. If you have little brain, you should notice that this is not be true. If he rape her, well, the case of rape already, it says there, if a man he rape a woman, he shall die. As simple as that. So obviously the second case is not a rape, because already the case of rape is described. And sizing women, sleeping with them, even if a woman, like, you know, we are talking about people who lived thousands of years ago. You know, when we speak about what we are reading, do you know how long we are going on time? Guys, do you have an idea? Just to give you an idea how long we are going in time. We are speaking about thousands of years. When those people, they have a law like this, at that time, people, they used to each other. Not long time ago, actually, people, they used to eat each other. We are talking about more than 3,500 years ago. And imagine how organized the society is. You know what I'm talking about? We are talking about a time when nobody have a law, and rape is not a crime. I mean, you rape, so what? Rape. The strong, he rape the weak. The strong, he steal from the weak. Nation attack nation. They enslaved them, all the nation. The Jews, they took them like goats. All the nation, they took them as if they are goats. So we are talking about time where everybody lived by the sword and there's no law. So you are criticizing a law which is fit perfectly to solve a problem exist thousands of years ago. Yet in the Quran, when we read the Quran, we cannot find one verse in the Quran about the punishment of rape. The Muslim, they say to you, no, there is a verse. It says, the one who do mischievement, cut his hand. Coward, liar. That is not about rape. That is about using weapon. If you use weapon against anyone and you cause harm for him, that is mischievement. If the rape happened with the weapon, then you can use that verse, and all the scholars agree. Because then by using weapon against someone doing mischievement, then you deserve that punishment. But there's no punishment in the Quran for rape. The whole word rape never mentioned actually once. Imagine we have Muhammad who came 600 years after Jesus. And we have Moses who exists thousands of years before us. Yet he have a law for the rape. Here you see the hatred of the Muslims for our book, and they are so desperate. In the same time, you shameful people. If you are a people of honor, then it doesn't matter who do that, you should dishonor him. So let us say, for the sake of argument, the Bible says you marry the one you rape her. So how you praise the man who rape women and he married them? If this is disgusting. The second you show them that Muhammad did that, they will say, oh, it's okay. I saw a video actually. He says it's disgusting. It's really disgusting how you force a girl to marry a woman he raped her. This is disgusting. Well, this is your prophet. Just don't say Muhammad did it. He's a sheikh with a long beard. By the way, I did not post in the other channel that I'm going to go live on air. But, I said whoever here, no problem. Another guy, he posted for us, saying that in the Old Testament there is a mass murder, mass killing. People, they are dummy, stupid, and there's nobody want to read. Do you know that? There's, there is books explain the Bible very well. History. If you search for like a minute, you will find that many, as an example, here we go. This is an article I just found. A number of cases of mass killing apparently at God behest are recorded in the Old Testament. The flood in the book of Genesis. The cities of the plain, Sodom and Gomorrah, Genesis 18:19. The Egyptian firstborn, the Passover, Exodus 11:12. The Gentile under Moses and Joshua, number 21:2-3. And the rest. But if you do a little study, you will find that this is not really, the Jews, they did not do that. Oh, there is a mass murderer, there is a mass killing, there is a, like read, you will see the explanation, then you can read and you can understand better. So, the appearance of the text, that is an order to kill and to slaughter and etc. Like when Jesus, when the Muslims, they say Jesus, he says, bring them in the front of me and slaughter them. Jesus is slaughtering people, but this is what Jesus speaking about in a parable way about what will happen at the judgment day. He will come as a king, and those who disobey him, they will be punished. But he did not. This did not happen yet. So when you try to to attack a religion, before you open your mouth, you better read it. Otherwise, people will laugh at you. There's things that happen, and there's things never happen. There are things, they are even just a vision. I remember once they asked me, what kind of Bible says smash the head of the babies? It's a guy praying to the enemies. And he says they're the same as they did to us. They smashed the head of their babies. He did not even do it, the poor guy. He's crying from pain. He's a weak man. Praying, God smashed the head of the babies. But in fact, if you go in the Quran, you will find that the one who smashed the head of the babies for real, it was the prophets of Allah. If you remember the story of Al-Khadr, while he was walking, he found a child. And this child, he did nothing. He was playing with kids. He was just playing. He's just a kid. Al-Khadr, by the way, is nothing but a fiction story written long before Islam. If anyone is familiar with the story of the legend of Gilgamesh, you will find at that time speaking about a man who do search for the fountain of youth or the fountain of life. He drank from it and he became eternal. He don't die, and that is Al-Khadr. He drank from the fountain of life. Muhammad the fool, he took the story, he put it in the Quran, he make it as real story, and Allah, he told him the story. And this is additional proof that Muhammad is a fraud. Yeah, we are not saying that the Jews did not go in war and they did not kill. This is not what we are saying. But people, they speak about, I mean, you see, in order to understand the Jews, who are they? You need to go back on time and see how they live. Everybody attacking them, everybody want to take them, everybody want to rape their women, everybody want to enslave them. So those people, they are in a survival mood. Actually, even today, we are in the year 2020. If imagine, if Greece is alone, how long is going to take Turkey to rape all the Greek women, as they did before, when they took the Constantinia? Right now, Erdogan, he's trying his best, but then he found that France is standing with the Greece. He found that Trump will not the Greece alone, so he back up like a puppy. But if Greece is alone, they will eat them alive. Small country, tiny country. Those things happen today. Today, the videos of YouTube, they are still there, of Muslims raping and kidnapping women in Syria and Iraq, taking them with the chains in their hands. Today. So they throw at you what they have. We are talking about the Jews who lived thousands of years ago. We are talking about Muslims who live today. Israel is backing Turkey. This is not true. Israel is helping Turkey with arm. Israel is backing Turkey with technology. All the drone Turkey has is an Israeli technology. Israel is backing Azerbaijan in their war against Armenia. So don't tell me Israel is backing Greece. This is not true. This is absolutely not true. The Israeli always, by the way, they take the wrong side. They never took the right side. Never in their life. In the past, in today, and tomorrow. Even when they vote for Democrat in USA. The Jews in USA, they vote for Obama. If you don't believe me, go check it out. They always take the wrong side. We are not defending somebody because he's a Jew. We are just speaking the truth, what happened. All right? You know, some people, they are like, they are obsessed with Israel. Like the second you say Israel, you have to say good things about Israel. You know, Israel is not doing really good job. They never took the right side. Never. And count my words. Now they sign a peace agreement with Israel, right? Emirat and soon Bahrain. Just see soon, Netanyahu, he will pray with the Sheikh of Emirat in the mosque together, worshipping the same God. Just wait. They will claim both that they are worshipping the God of Abraham. Both of them, they are lying to each other. You know, the Muslim, he knew that he don't, and the other guy, he knew they don't. And yet, okay, let us pray to the God of Abraham. I support the right, my friend. I don't support a country. I support what is right. So if you ask me, do the Jews have the right to have their country? It's called Israel. I say absolutely, this is their land. But if you ask me about the government of Israel, I see half of it is corrupt, starting from Netanyahu. If there is no Russian base in Armenia, Turkey and Azerbaijan would eat Armenian in 2 days. Maybe, I don't know. If you see, if you demand, always when a person, he depends on others to defend him, I think this is the biggest mistake. You see, Israel, the only smart thing about them, they don't depend on America to protect them. They have already enough power to teach anyone how to behave if you try to attack them. And this is what all those countries should do. Armenia and Greece, etc. What if those friends did not show up? You know what I mean? Have it happened to you before that you have a fight and you look behind you, you found nobody, all your friends is gone? You know what I mean? Never depend on someone else to protect you. When you go in a fight, you count only on yourself because you don't know really if they will stand with you. So if you can make it by yourself, then you go for it. If you cannot, then don't do it. Because many, they will run away. All right? All the weapons of Israel has come from America. That's not true, my friend. The Israeli have a big involved in the American technology, which means a lot of technology we have in USA is Israeli technology. So it is the other way. Actually, maybe you do not know that the first one who made the nuke for America, they were Jews, which means the one who made America victorious in the war against Hitler, it was the Jews. Maybe you do not know that, right? Yeah, for sure you do not know. It's not America protecting Israel. No, it's not true. America, let us say, it's a heavy-duty friend to Israel. But the one who protects Israel is always Israel. When the last time America involved in war to defend Israel? Never happened. They don't. They can send you some extra airplanes, wherever, you know, but they don't go in war for your sake. Nobody will go for war for the sake of anyone. Anyway, so here the story in front of us about Al-Khadr. He saw a child and then he killed that child. If you go and read the interpretation, you will find that the interpretation saying, and this is again chapter 18 verse number 74. Let us go and see the interpretation. You will find that this supposed Muslim prophet, his name is Al-Khadr, he smashed the head of the baby. He hold him, he keep hitting his head with the wall or the floor, and he smashed his head with the rock. But Muslims complain about smashing head. There is a guy in the Bible says, God smashed their head. He did not even do it. He's praying from his pain. Horrible. How the Bible say that? This is a man saying that. So it's okay as long it is their prophet doing it. It's not okay if a man, poor man, making a prayer, say God smash the head of their baby as they did to us. So they left, and after leaving the ship, make their way on foot, until when they met a boy who had not yet reached the puberty, playing with other boys, among whom his face is fairest. He did not like his face. And he, Al-Khadr, slew him by slitting his throat with a knife while he lay down, or tearing his head off with his hand, or by smashing his head against the wall. I mean, what a horror movie. When you show this to the Muslims, you say it's okay. But a guy saying God smashed the head of the baby in the Bible is awful, disgusting, ugly. You know what I mean? Here we see the hypocrisy. What happened? So you made a challenge for us saying that the Bible is saying that a man who marry a woman, sorry, a rape a woman, he marry her. This is disgusting. Why you don't stand with your opinion? How come the second we show you that your prophet, he is a rapist, and he married some of the women he raped, not all of them? The second you show them that this is what your prophet does, they go in denial. So this is always what we see from Muslims. And then they say to you, look at this translation of the Bible. Look, how come Muslims, we show you translation of the Quran, you say it's wrong? The Bible translation can be the same. I can make a translation too. You can make a translation. You as a Muslim, you can make a false translation and print it and post it. And you can sell it. This is why we Christians, we have to approve or disapprove certain translations. Because translation became commercial business. You make a book, translate the Bible supposedly, nice cover, and you make a price for it, you promote it, and then people buy it. It's a business. But there's books which is approved, and there's books which is not. As an example, international version, this is the new one, translation. The first year, 2 year, there was tons of verses are missing, they are gone. And the translation is really horrible. You can find tons of videos on YouTube about how bad this translation is. As an example, the Bible translation in Arabic, it is one of the most horrible translation ever. To the point, the translation used the word Allah instead of Jehovah. Can you believe it? So what about you come to me, you say in your Bible it says Allah. I will say to you, I spit on that name. This is a false translation. This is not my Bible. My Bible is the one who say the name correctly. We cannot find this name in my gospel, which is not a translation. So any translation does not fit with the original translation is not a good book. The Bible is so clear. Anyone who come with other scriptures other than this, he is devilish, he is satanic. We have a kid here, he keep coming. His name is Yemen Warrior. I mean, this guy is Yemen Warrior, but he never joined war. There's a war in Yemen, but he is in YouTube. Always when you want to see a translation, there's an easy way. We have websites, they show you the exact word one by one. And it's very organized to the point it have numbers. Even you can pronounce it. Like here, Nara. Translation, young woman who is a virgin. You do not know how to say the word, they can even pronounce it for you. So even the letter is translated as a letter. And we have the Jews. I mean, go to the Jews and ask them, the rabbi. They will laugh at you. War is against principalities. What principalities? What war is against principality? What does that mean? War is not against any principality, because war can come upon you, not necessarily you go to war. Which means you can be a person sitting at home and a bunch of gang, they jump from your window and they have guns. So who said that war is against? You have to defend yourself, my friend. And actually, every moment in our life is a war. A war between the right and the wrong, the truth and the false, the lies and the truth. War against temptation, war against deceiving. I mean, all your life is a war. From the second you are born to the second you die, you are in war. The only time you will have peace when you die. As long as you're alive, you're in war. Anyway, do we have anyone have any question? So this is how you see how Muslims, they get so angry from you for sharing them what they have. They try to throw their garbage at you. The second you show them that this garbage is your garbage, they get upset. You know, this is the truth. This is the truth. Yeah, you know, war is, you know, our life is a chain of wars. You see, even your body have a defense system. There is a war every second day. There's a war inside your body. There's germs that try to get in. There's bacteria. You have an army inside your body. They fight with them. The same you see in the movie. They come with the sword, like chick, 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 you know, kill him. Yeah, this is a bacteria. Here, there's a bacteria here. Come over. It's a war. As long there is evil and good, the war always there. Don't they teach you in school there is a white sails? What those white sails do? Those are your soldiers. So even, you know, we have war on bacteria, war in germs, war in COVID, war against crimes, war against drugs, war against deception, war against family break, divorce. I mean, you name it, your life, all of it is a war. Not to mention a war with your mother-in-law, which is the hardest. All right. Yeah, well, no problem. You see, when the Muslims get angry from sharing with them what they have, that's a good sign. That's a good sign, honestly, because you see, when you hit the nerve, the pain come, which is good. You hit the nerve. So what you expect? And what make it more difficult for them, by the way, that we answer them from their own logic. You see, usually Muslims, they are not used to such a thing. They go to a Christian, they say to him, okay, the Bible says that, so what the poor Christian he do? He start explaining the verses, it doesn't mean as you think, blah, 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 blah. Don't do that. Show him from his book that he have what he is saying. In a second, he will flip upside down. As an example, How many times we heard Muslims saying that the Bible is corrupted? We hear it every day, right? The Bible is corrupted. The Bible is corrupted. Your book is corrupted. Okay, hold on. What a Christian he do when he hear this? Let us say you are a Christian apologist and you are now going to answer a Muslim. What the Christian they do? Oh no, we have thousands of manuscript. We have don't waste your time. This is how you answer Abdul. Abdul is different. It's coming from different galaxy. This is how you answer him. You say, okay, so Allah, he sent the book, it's called the Bible, and you are saying to me the Bible of Allah is corrupted. Thank you very much. The second you say that to him, he don't want to talk about the topic. Bye-bye. I mean, how stupid the accusation is, because Muslims are not the same as the Hindus. Hindus don't believe in Allah, don't believe in the Bible, don't believe in gospel, don't believe in the Torah anyway. But you as a Abdul, who claim that Allah is the one who sent the gospel to Isa, and then you say to us that the gospel of Isa is corrupted. Who is the stupid here, you or me? When a Muslim he say that the gospel which Allah he sent is corrupted, because remember he's not talking, he's talking about your book is the corrupted book, I mean is the corruption. But he is saying that the Quran, the book of Isa, which Allah he gave to Jesus, it's called Injil, that one is corrupted. So what's my problem? Agree with him. Say to him, yes, the book of Allah is corrupted. In a second, he will start crying. He will change the topic. He don't want to talk about it no more. You know what I mean? Why you want to waste time, your time? Here we go. And look how stupid even the Quran, the author of the Quran. The Quran called the book of Jesus Injil. Allah, he is quoting the Greek name? I thought Jesus was sent to the Jews, so his book should be in Hebrew. Why the book of Jesus called Injil? Any Muslim can tell us? I will tell you, because the donkey Muhammad, he was copying what the Christians at that time, they say he never heard of any other word. So he claimed that Allah, he sent down the Injil. If you ask Muhammad what Injil mean, they do not know. What Torah mean, he don't know. Actually, here we go. We are here. How many Muslims we have? God, did I say God knows? No, we cannot say that. The Shin of Allah only know how many Muslims are listening. Okay, how many of you Muslims knows what the word gospel mean according to Islam? No problem, Leslie. You know what we can do. I mean, I don't keep my videos for long anyway. They can spam. Any Muslim know? They don't know. Okay, what Israel mean? They don't know. What Abraham mean? They don't know. They don't know. What Isa mean? They don't know. What Maryam mean? They don't know. What Imran mean? They don't know. They don't know. Muhammad do not know. Allah don't know. You see, even when Muhammad, they ask him, they said to him, what is the spirit? Why are you scared of the Talmud? I am not scared of the Talmud. This is not my book, you idiot. You see, this is an example of the stupidity of those who call themselves Muhammadan. Why you are scared of the Talmud? So why you don't accept the Talmud yourself? Are you saying that the Talmud sent by Allah? Say it so we can laugh. You idiot is stupid. Your God never mentioned that book, so why you want me to accept it, me too? Do you see how stupid you are? Your God Allah, the Shin, he mentioned the book of David, the book of Abraham, which I don't know where it is. Where is the book of Abraham? Do you Muslim have it? The Torah, the Gospel, the Psalm, the Zabur. Okay, where is the Talmud? Did Allah mention the Talmud? No. So obviously you are a donkey. You think the Talmud is a book of God, when even the Jews agree this is a book of shish kebab, falafel. It's a magazine, you idiot. The Jews, they have a magazine. This is what the Talmud is. So your foolishness is beyond imagination. So you are saying to me, are you scared from the magazine? Huh? And actually, most of your story, your prophet story, is taken from that magazine. Like the punishment of the grave. Or what about Muhammad? He heard the Jewish women saying that most of the punishment of the grave is because of piss. Have you ever heard of a smart prophet like your prophet? Piss. So Allah will not torture me because I rape a woman. He will not torture me because I may be a child molester, or because a thief, or because a criminal, or because a rape, whatever, you know. But if you have some urine, brother, on your foot, Allah will torture you in the grave. Genius. Just because a Jewish woman, she said that, Muhammad, he took it, he put it in his book. This is your magazine. Aren't you scared of the magazine? It is you who is scared from the Talmud, not me. Can you explain to us, I will open Skype just for you if you dare to call me, how in the world that your God, he is obsessed with urine. He will punish you because of urine. He will torture you because of urine. But yet in the same time he ordered you to drink urine. Urine sucker. I advise you to change your name to uranium. Actually, if you do COVID test, they will find 99% of you is camel urine and 1% is COVID virus. Why you don't accept the Torah? I mean the Talmud yourself. This is just remind me another stupid thing the Muslim they say to you. There's a book, it's called the Book of Barnabas. Okay, do you accept it? No, we don't accept it because it's stupid. But this is the true Christian book. So they don't accept it themselves and they say this is a true book. I mean, have you ever heard of stupidity like this? But look how Islamic logic work. Islamic logic work when they speak to someone, he's an average, you know, a normal human being, he do not know much. A person, he go to work. A lady, she is busy with her life, maybe, you know, she have kids, or, you know, a young girl, she don't know much. You know, they take advantage of you when you are ignorant, as simple as that. The second you are educated and you have a very high-speed computer in your head, in the same second, they will flee. What is Talmud, Mr. Prince? Search it in Google. Prophet Google will tell you in 2 seconds. Ask yourself, if you have a little intelligence, how in the world there is a God, he will torture a human being in the grave because of urine? I want to know. Just to show you how stupid this idea. My friend, every second in your life you have a urine inside you. So what the difference between urine coming out, touching your skin outside, and urine is inside you? It's the same. You know what I mean? The urine is touching you either way, from inside or outside. So why does God, he will punish me for accident? Like, nobody want to shower himself with his urine. I mean, okay, the guy is pissing, so some urine touch his foot, and now this, look what it did. Allah will torture me now. Allah will, you know. Do you remember the guy we play his video about shaitan? He play with your anus if you don't say the prayer. This is Islam, superstition, stupidity. You have to enter the bathroom with your left foot, and before you enter the bathroom you have to say A'udhu billahi min al-khubthi wal-khaba'ith, etc. Prayer, you have to say a prayer. Thank God that the Muslims are not taking over the bathroom in the airport. Because if everyone when enter the bathroom, he have to say the prayer, and then he enter with the left foot, and then he have to say, by the time they finish, we will miss the airplane. And if you don't enter with the left foot and you say the prayer, shaitan, he go inside your anus and he block it and he play with it. Oh boy. Actually, one of the most hilarious hadith of Muhammad, when he said that when a Muslim he pray, shaitan take hair from his anus. I would love to see a YouTuber Muslim make a live stream. Put the camera behind your anus. And trust me, many, they will watch the miracle of shaitan taking hair from your anus. Who wanna prove that this is true? Who is the brave of you? And you know, guys, imagine, I mean, shaitan taking hair from your anus, and he will not stop until he make you fart. And he hear it and he smell it. Not only he make you fart, like it have like to come like, you know? And then shaitan, now bingo, we are good. And then he will leave you alone. What is this, man? This is a prophet of God. So we go and see Jesus is speaking in the mountain, in the mount, and then we find Muhammad is speaking about shaitan playing with your anus, shaitan taking hair from your anus, shaitan is sleeping in your nose, shaitan piss in your mouth, shaitan he laugh on you. Brother, Allah he hate the one who do sneezing. Have you ever heard of a God? He hate the one who do yawning, not sneezing. He love the one who do sneezing. Once I opened a chat room in Paltalk. It's a program, it's called Paltalk. It's called Let Us Sneeze for the Sake of Allah. The Muslim went not. I mean, come on, why you get upset? Allah, it says, indeed, Allah love the one who do sneeze, and he dislike the one who do yawning. What I would do with this now? And the funny, by the way, guys, just to show you, I'm not going to show you the hadith because I have a reason, and I will show you later. There's an article about how Prophet Muhammad, he fought and advised about COVID-19 1400 years ago. Okay. The Prophet, he said, when one of you, he sneeze, cover his mouth. When he yawn, cover his mouth. How the Prophet, he knew that this is a health issue? You idiot liar. You're a prophet, he asked you to do that because he claimed that shaitan, he will jump inside the opening. So they cut the last part of the hadith. They say the prophet, he says, one of you, he do yawn, put your hand in the front of your mouth, and Allah, he hate those who do yawning. So look how they changed the whole story. Shaitan, he jump inside your mouth when you do yawn. Allah, he hate me now. You have cold, Allah love you. You know how I imagine Muhammad? He's like a silly, stupid idiot reclining in his ass, and he is thinking about something stupid to say. Brothers, listen, my followers. Jibreel, he told me that Allah, he loves those who sneeze. Actually, there's a hadith. It says that if your brother, he sneezes, say to him, Irhamukallah, may Allah have mercy on you, because supposedly you die, according to the fiction. And then if he sneezes again, say to him again. But if he sneezes third time, that's when he have a cold. Genius. I'm going to die laughing, but just wait. And then the Muslim, they will say, Allah killed him laughing. Allahu Akbar, brother. Christian Prince, he died live on air laughing, brother. Allah punish him, brother. Allah punish him. Abdul, we will die anyway. You idiot. CP is back. I never left. I was just busy with Jibril. He was giving me advice. Oh boy. Don't lose your voice. I'm not going to lose your voice. I can sing for you. Let us sneeze for Allah. Let us sneeze, mashallah. Let us sneeze, don't fart, for you are scaring her. Have you ever heard of a prophet? He hid garlic. The one who eat garlic or these plants cannot enter our mosque. Why? Because garlic offend the angels. Why the angels? Jibril is a Dracula? What? Why we cannot eat garlic? Do you know that garlic is very healthy? Someone is asking me, what do you do for a living? I live. Do you? My friend, a person like me, it's very easy for him to do anything for a living. I will give you an example. I live in America. I have degree in Islamic law. I speak Arabic. Do you know how many big company organization they can hire me in a second just because of those things? You cannot imagine. So don't ask me what I do for a living. None of your business. What I do now is exposing and spanking Mohammed. Actually, this is what I do. I spank Mohammed. What do you want more? You love garlic? Shame on you. What if Allah now He punish you for loving garlic? Sorry to tell you, you cannot enter the mosque of Muhammad because you eat garlic. My question, CP, why they don't want to debate with you? The answer is very simple. You see, your reputation speed you. I will tell you something about when I was a kid. The first thing the teacher, he come to the school, he mentioned my name. He say, who is this guy? Stand up. He said, listen to me. Don't think I am the same as the other teacher. You cannot do to me what you do to other teachers. And all the students, they say, yeah. The teacher is new in the school. He knew no one, but he heard about this student in that classroom. So he's giving a warning. Don't do that to me the same as you do to others. I'm not like the rest. So this is what the Muslims are. They don't dare. Otherwise, who is holding them? This is what the first thing the teacher he do when he come to the classroom. Who is this guy? Stand up. Listen to me. If you think I am like the rest, I am warning you. I am totally different. I will teach you how to behave. Never do that to me. I did not say anything yet. I did not do anything. What this guy is talking about? Your reputation speeds you, my friend. Yeah, proceed you. Thank you for correcting my English, Sarah. By the way, Sarah, in case your English is not good, I am the one who taught Shakespeare how to write his book. Actually, Shakespeare is my uncle. He was an Arab, and his real name is Shakespeare. Al-Qadhi, when he was making a speech in Libya, actually, this was, I think, in Kenya. I forgot, like in Africa. They made him the king of Africa. He paid money for all the leaders. Crazy man. So he said, in fact, Shakespeare himself is an Arab. And his real name is Shakespeare. Like, what the heck? Shakespeare is an Arab and his real name is Shakespeare. And he continued and he said, and the word democracy is coming from the Arab, which means democracy. Demo what? Democracy, which means bring the chairs. Dios, you want to challenge me in what, my friend? Are you a Muslim? Dios? Your name sounds like a Greek, so how you want to challenge me in what? Something fishy. Maybe you are joking. Yeah. I made your day. Oh boy. Don't say that. The Muslim, they will accuse you saying they are saying Christian Prince is God. He is the creator. English is funny. You made my day. I mean, literally, by the way, English is funny. Like running nose. First time I heard this word, like running nose. What does that mean? How in the world the nose is running? Just let it go. English. Any Abdul? You love me? Oh boy. I'm sure you don't mean it. What do you think about preservation of the Quran? I believe the Quran is preserved letter by letter and word by word, except what Allah said, that Allah will cause the Quran to be forgotten and to be abrogated. I mean, it's very funny, the Muslim, they say the Quran is preserved, when the Quran says, no, it's not. Isn't it the Quran said that any of our revelation we cause to be forgotten or to abrogate? We will make something similar or better. Even the Quran says we will make it forgotten. And which make it more funny, he says, nunsiha. Nunsiha? What the heck? وما ما ننسخ من آية أو ننسها نأتي بخير منها أو مثلها. Any verse of our revelation we cause to be forgotten. I mean, what kind of a revelation? Hey brother, did you hear my revelation? What revelation? I forgot to tell you. I caused you to forget it. The word God in Arabic actually is not Allah, ilah. Ilah is not an Arabic word. You see, all those words, there's nothing called Arabic. Arabic is not a language by itself. Arabic is a collection of languages. Most of it is coming from the Arabic. So when we say ilah, it's not an Arabic word. Let me explain to you. In the Bible, you will find that there's a word which is il. Il. So that is the word we are talking about. Oh, we are typing in Arabic, sorry. That is the word God. So when you say ilah, you are saying the God. The God. That is not a name of God. And that is not Arabic. And that is not even Hebrew. That is Aramaic. All right? And here actually you see that Muhammad and Islam is based on other belief. When Muhammad, he called his angel Jibreel. Jibreel. What is the last two letters in the word Jibreel? Il. So how Allah have 99 names or 99 words attribute to Allah, but none of them is Il. And then Jibreel is an angel, he belonged to Il. You know what I mean? Israel, Mikael, Israfil, Ishmael. There's, you know, those, I told you, there's nothing called Arabic. So there's many words, all of them, they are not Arabic, like Rabb. Rabb, it can be found in the Aramaic, it can be found in the Hebrew. Don't you say Rabbi? Rabb, Rabbi, that is God. You can find it in the Quran too. Rabbu hadha al-bayt. Or Arbab. وَإِذْ قَالَ إِبْرَاهِيمَ رَبِّي. Rabb, you see it? This is not Arabic. This is a word mean Lord, God. So there's many words, none of them is Arabic. Arabic is not Arabic, just to make it simple for you. Arabic is not an Arabic language. Actually, I believe strongly that the first Quran was written in Aramaic language, not in Arabic. Any other question? If there is no word for God, well, I just told you, that's what we use in Arabic today, but I'm saying to you, those are not really Arabic words. I don't know, you keep going, there's no Arabic. I told you, there's no language called Arabic. You see, many of you do not know that Aramaic have a huge impact in mankind history. As an example, what is the numbers you see in English? You see those numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, the numbers are the Aramaic alphabet. Alif is 1, 2 is B. The Aramaic, they have a very unique system. Super intelligent nation. So the alphabet itself is numbers. Which make it very unique and make it very complicated in the same time, which means it's full of mystery and excitement when you read it. I do many insult. Well, you are a Muslim who call me a pig and a monkey and a donkey, and yet you talk about insult. Do you have a mirror at home? CP has a PhD in comedy. No, my friend. You see, for you, what is comedy is me saying something you were not expecting. That because I have a very fast processor. Do we have any other question? You are making fraud by using Arabic for your own interest. Ali, Raza, Zirfa. Let me ask you, Mr. Ali. Did your God Allah, he learned Arabic from the Arab, or he is the one who created the Arabic? Guys, listen to the answer. The Muslim now is going to get me busted. Let me show you what Ali is upset. Shame on you. Shame on you. You know, Ali, I hope you are not like one of those guys who put makeup in their face. I mean, the shame on you here sound very weird. Shame on you. You are making fraud by using Arabic for your own interest. Can you explain to us from your dictionary what does that mean exactly? And what is that icon in your picture? Is that a mullah? Are you one of those mullahs who decorate a kid and he dance bachabazi? Are you one of them? Once a Muslim girl, she was so upset from me. So she sent me an email. She's saying to me, so what if your voice is so sexy? I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. And I said myself, that's a lot of hate. And look like Ali is one of those. He's like Zakir Naik. He's sexy and he know it. So Ali, are you going to explain to us how I'm using my the Arabic for what? Why fraud? What? How that can happen? I mean, can you explain to us? I'm getting confused here. Do you ever have in-person debate? That would be awesome. Trust me, it's not going to be awesome. That will not be awesome. Actually, if you want to learn Arabic, I have a channel in YouTube. It's called Arab for Christ, and I have full class for many class to teach you from the zero until you know how to read and how to write. All right. So if you want, you can go and you can watch and you can practice. So what happened to Ali? Ali is there. What happened to Ali? Ali, as long you are a person who talk about Arabic, can you tell us what the word here? Look, I see here the word Abraham. Can you tell us what Abraham mean? Mr. Who is a Muslim? You Muslim, you say Ibrahim. What is Ibrahim? What does that word mean? Anyone? Can you explain some verses, virus in the Bible? You mean verses or virus? People are funny. Supposedly he's insulting. You make me laugh, my friend. You have no idea you're talking to who. Arab for Christ. Arab for Christ. Lisa, she is posting the link. You can go there. You can start from zero. It's for free. You know, I taught Arabic for free. And all what you need, you can just practice. Actually, I made it. I did the teaching, which is not really fit what they do in school. You know, in school they have to go by rules, etc. I make it very simple, so easy to understand, so easy to practice, so easy to learn. Stop to use Hebrew. Verses. Okay, no problem. Well, my friend, we have our brother. His name is Sam Shamoun. If you have any question about the Bible, go to him. For me here, I am in charge of Muhammad. I talk about the Bible sometime, like we just did, but it's not really my topic. And I will tell you why I don't really speak too much about the Bible. First, my English doesn't help me. The Bible it's very sensitive, not like the Quran. Quran is a stupid book. The Bible, if you say the word, you know, my English is limited. So if you say a word which is not really the right word, it can be a change and different. In the case of Islam, because I see the words in Arabic, so I know the original meaning. And then the translation here next to it doesn't make any difference for me. There is an Arabic translation, but I need to search for it, which is good. But there is many translations. The one they listed in the website, most of them, they are not good. Arabic is difficult, is almost like Chinese. Not really. If you know the basic, if you learn the alphabet, then the rest is very easy. But I tell you, the grammar is hard, yes. But who is, I mean, you do not need to be professional. Even those who they live all their life in the Middle East, they speak Arabic. Even Arabic teacher, they make mistakes in the grammar. Okay. Did Prophet Muhammad owned slaves? One of his title was slave seller and buyer. And for sure he have slaves. He have tons of them. Famous one as an example, Bilal. Married the Copt who he raped her always. Her cousins. Etc. Any other question? Birthday. Sam Shamoun, today is his birthday. Oh, okay. I never celebrate my birthday, by the way. It was not a good day anyway. All right. Why you are in America? You scared? Sure, I'm scared. Why you are not in America? Are you scared too? Are you scared from Trump? Let us see. Can you explain about tomato? Tomato? You mean tomato? I'm not sure what you mean. Hey, Ali. Okay, Ali, I want to ask you, as long you know the word of fraud. Ali, you are a Shia, as I'm assuming, from the Sheikh you have in your icon. Let me ask you, when Muhammad he says to you that you can let your sister or your daughter rent herself for a one night stand or 2 hours, is that a teaching from God or this is a fraud? Ali, be honest with me, how much your sister she make a day? By the way, I'm not insulting, by the way, I'm not being rude. This is what the Shia practice. And this is what Muhammad taught. And this is in the Quran. And every Shia defended the verse 4, chapter 4, verse 24. So don't think I'm insulting. Actually, in Iran, they have offices like, real estate office, but this is for muta. The sheikh there, you call him, you say to him, I want to have muta. Do you have any girl for me? Prostitution office, run by sheikhs. I challenge you to say I'm not telling the truth. Debate a real Muslim? Exactly. I'm looking for one. I could not find until one person. All of you Muslims, the second we debate you, you deny the teaching of Islam because you're ashamed of Muhammad. Therefore, I cannot find a real Muslim. All right. Farid. What is the proof would you show Sunni? They believe in muta marriage. Okay, read my book, Sex and Allah. You will find that the Sunni and the Shia, both they practice the same thing. But the Sunni, they are hypocrite. They change the name. As an example, the Sunni, they have something called Zawaj friend. From the name, you can tell. The word Zawaj in Arabic means marriage. Friend is an English word. It's like a boyfriend, girlfriend. So what do? You have a girl, you want to sleep with her, but you are not ready to get married. So what do? You marry her, but you have sex with her once a week or etc. in the hotel. You don't live together. And she is your friend. If you don't like each other after a month, 2 months, divorce her, send her a text message, that's done. So they say, and you have to pay her too. Or there is a marriage, it's called the marriage of a monsieur or the marriage of a traveling. Let us say you are going to a country or a city for 3 days, 4 days, or a month. And Allah forbid you from sleeping around. So what do? You ask the hotel if they have a girl, she can marry you for the time you will stay in the hotel. Or there is a marriage, it's called a student marriage. Let us say you are a person who want to go and study in Indonesia. So you ask a girl from Indonesia to marry you, you fool her, you tell her I want to marry you. And then when you finish your school, bye-bye, you divorce her. So Muslim Shia and Muslim Sunni, they practice the same thing because women for them is a sexual object. It's a sexual object. So they have no shame in doing all of this. Explain Islam, alcohol, drunk, activities. Well, first of all, you notice that Muhammad, before he forbid the alcohol, he was a drunk man, and the Muslims, all of them, they were drunk. And what make it more funny, the Quran praise alcohol. Allah, he speak about alcohol as it's a great sign from Allah. It's what? It's a sign, it's a miracle. Chapter 16, verse number 76. In that point, Muhammad, he was in love of drinking. Then Muhammad, when he is dying, he cannot drink no more. Then he come with the idea, everybody is drinking, he cannot drink, so he forbade the drinking. And the verse in the front of you. And by the way, here you see how the translation is false. It says, and from the fruits of date palms and the grape wine, the river sugar and wholesome food. It doesn't say. You see the coward. Do you see the cowards? The word alcohol is gone. Suddenly it is sugar and wholesome food. Change the translator. Coward, they have no dignity, no honesty. What happened to alcohol? You see, why we don't find the word alcohol no more? Here we go. Even this guy, by the way, is lying in the translation. He took it and he put it between two brackets. He translated the word alcohol as being drunk as a strong drink. It doesn't say that. Nowhere the word is strong is mentioned, and nowhere it mentioned as a drink. It says sakaran. This is the word in Arabic. Sakaran, which means drunk. Sakaran wa rizqan hasanan. It's a great for being drunk and good wealth. So here the verse praising the Quran, praising the alcohol, praising black label. Change the translator. You will notice how the translation changed depending on the translator. This is why when you read the Quran, you have to be careful. If you are a person who do not know Arabic, all their translation is deception. Not a single translation I saw, it was honest. Actually, there's a translation of a guy, one guy, but he is not in this website. Let me see if I can find him. His translation a little bit better than them, and the Muslim, they hate him. His name is Dr. Mohammed Ghali. I'm losing my voice. Okay. Quran.com, let us see. So if you notice here, this is Quran.com website. This website have options to add more translation, right? This is Sahih International. But look, even Sahih International, it says, you see the word? Do you see it? Let me zoom in. How come in the other translation this word disappear? And how it can be something will make me toxic, drunk, yet it is good provision. And how that is a sign from Allah. At that moment, Muhammad, he was trying to make people who they are gang, drunk people, to join him. So he stopped praising alcohol. Did I answer you, my friend? Yeah, actually, I need to take maybe not a vacation. I mean vacation, let us say, from going live on air, because going live on air is taking too much of my day, and when I finish, I don't feel like doing really writing anything. You know, to do writing, you have to be, I mean, your mind have to be clear, think about nothing. It's not just like you go and sit and you start doing it. Good to drink water. This will remind me when Allah, he says, وَجَعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ حَيٍّ, and we made from the water every living thing. But the idiot, he forgot that he said that Allah created the angels from light, and the genie, he created them from fire. Oh boy. You're welcome, my friend. All right. Anyway, guys, if you like to follow us, to know that we are going to go live on air, always subscribe to my Patreon. And Patreon is not necessarily you are going to donate. You can still do no donation. Subscribe there. This way you can follow us when we are going to go live. You will receive an email from Patreon that the Christian Prince is going to go live. For sure, we appreciate those who support us. Always your support is a blessing, and it is needed. However, our service is always for free, and it's for the poor before the rich. So you donate, you don't donate, still you get the same thing. I'm just telling you, I treat no one different. The one who donate, yes, I want to say thank you for helping me donating. I appreciate you, but I don't treat people differently. Simply for me, all people are the same. There's people they can help. There's people they cannot. I love them all. Same time, the Lord, he knew the heart of the person. He knew who can help, and he would to help if he can. And he knew the one who can help and he don't. So what do you do is between you and your Lord. And what I do is between me and my Lord. However, my service is for free. So I want to say thank you. I really appreciate you to be here. I hope one day I will be able to finish the translation. Drink honey to my throat, not camel urine. Are you sure it's honey only? What about camel urine? No? I thought camel urine would be better. Yeah, because sometimes I see people, they ask me, if we subscribe in Patreon, do we have to donate? No, you don't. Actually, most of those who they are in my Patreon, they don't donate even $1. This is why you see a big number, you know, of people who subscribe, but they are not really people who donate, right? Most of the people actually who listen to me, they are poor people from Indonesia. And actually, this is why I make my time early in the morning, my time, so Indonesian people, they can join us. Did you notice? So I can say most of my service is to the poor who they are in South Asia. That's why I gave my books to them for free. Totally for free. Not because I'm rich, but because I love those people. I know they are poor. So which one is important for me? To make some money, or to give my books for free for those lovely people? I gave it to the Russian, Malay, Albanian. I know those countries, they are not really, you know, they are poor. So what we have? We have Russian, Malay, Indonesian, Albanian, Serbian, and a Polish book. Serbian, I did not publish it yet, soon I will publish it. So I mean, what I can do more, right? هم أولى من العرب. Yeah. Let us see. No, I'm not saying that so people will say thank you. I'm just telling you, I mean, I do my best. And the Lord always provide to me. I never worry about tomorrow, because always the Lord, he opened doors. God is good, my friend. You put your trust on him, you will never fail. And you know, he never let me down. Never. I don't get worried. I know. I mean, anyone who make books, his #1 target is to make more sales, right? And actually, even the translator, they say to me, why you don't sell the book? Why you want to give it for free? I said, what's your problem? You know, one of them, he said to me, you don't understand, many people think if you give it for free, they think it's not a valuable book. And he's right. People, when they see something for free, they think it is nothing. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I said, well, there is people like that. But there is people anyway, they are poor, they cannot afford it, and they would love to read. So why I want to judge by the one who think that he will not buy, and obviously those who have the money. And by doing that, I will not allow the one who have no money to get the book. And now we have an army of Christians around the world who they have a lot of reference, not only tens of thousands of videos I made and hours of my life recorded live on air, but we have books in their hands. So sooner or later, This person, Christian Prince, he will die. But my friend, my books will stay with your children's for generation and generation to come. I bet you, if, let us say, the Lord, he come after 1,000 years, 2,000 years, we do not know. Those books will stay in the internet forever until the Lord come. How beautiful that is. I will be dead, I will be dust, I will be demolished. But my book is between the hand of someone is young, learning the truth. That alone is a joy. That alone is like being in heaven. So I do my best, and then the Lord, he said, you shall know them from their fruits. Hindi language, actually there's a person he spoke about, he is going to do an Bengali language. I don't know if this is what you are talking about. He said Bengali. So he started and he's working it. So I don't know when it's going to be ready. When we have this book ready, I will publish it for free too. All right. Yeah, but you know, these days, like, I mean, books is the internet. I mean, this is the easiest way to receive books. Actually, the internet make my life different, to be honest with you. If not the internet, how I'm going to be talking to you? You know what I mean? Even my books actually is possible because of the internet. As an example, I live in America. I don't have access to the physical books. I have my own library, but it's small. So how I can find all those books? There's tens of thousands of books. It is the internet. So the internet gave me a great deal of access to books, which is impossible for me to have. Like I have tons of stories and a hadith and things in my head, in my memory. But when you make a book, you have to write the page number. It's not enough to say, it says that. You know what I mean? When you write a book, you cannot say in Islam it says that. People, they need to see where, which page. Imagine we show Muslims which page. We give the number, and still they accuse us of lying. Look like I'm losing my internet. I hope not. You know what I mean? We show the number. Did you see the Muslim, they make a video? The introduction of a Christian prince in section of Allah, it cannot be found. Idiot. And I promise, if he can find it, I will do apologize. And then we got them busted. It's there. Right? So you cannot make a book by saying it is exist. This story exists in such a book. You have to give the page number. You have to give the story number if it has a number. Otherwise, people, they will be all over you. Right? This is why the internet is extremely important for the work I do when it comes to research and finding, reference. Even I knew it. It's in my head, but still you need the internet to get an accurate numbers and reference. Otherwise, and by the way, all the numbers you see in front of you, like here in the hadith, those are not accurate. You see, if you go to the book, the Arabic book, you will not find those numbers. Like here it says, English reference, book number 40, hadith number 2746. And then it says Arabic reference, book 43, hadith number 297. This is not true. When you go to Arabic reference, you will find different numbers. Depend in the print, depend in the version, depend in etc. And maybe many of you do not know. Like when the Muslim, they say as an example, Sahih al-Bukhari. There's no such a book. Al-Bukhari does not exist. You see, this is Al-Bukhari. They claim this is a book made by Al-Bukhari, but nobody have a book for Al-Bukhari. Those are books claimed that Al-Bukhari said this, but nobody have his book. You know what I mean? Look, all of this. The guy, his book is not exist. Same as Sahih Muslim. Nobody have it. The same as the Quran. Nobody have the Quran. Look at this. All of those books. And the Muslim, they say that this guy, he was memorizing all those hadith in his head. Who in the world wanna believe such a garbage? One person, he memorized all those thousands and thousands of hadith, word by word, letter by letter. This is why I believe that Islamic heritage is a chain of, let us say, collection of stories made by many people. I will show you an example. Narrated Aisha, she said, that one of the wives of Allah apostle joined him in itikaf, and she noticed blood and yellowish discharge coming from her peep, you know what the word, and she put a dish under her when she prayed. I mean, how in the world this story is published? Aisha, she went to a guy. Look who is reporting the story. حدثنا قتيبة. Okay, قتيبة is a guy. حدثنا يزيد بن زريع. This is a different guy. This is قتيبة. He heard it from Yazid, the son of Zurayh. He heard it from Khalid. Who's Khalid? We don't know. He heard from Ikrama. Who's Ikrama? We don't know. We heard from Aisha that she said. But this guy, Al-Bukhari, he came almost 200 years after Muhammad. So in order for him to receive this information, he have to count names fit for 200 years, period. So we can hear it. You know what I mean? Secondly, who in the world wanna believe that a woman, her name is Aisha, she went to a guy, his name is Ikrama, and she told him, one of the wives of the Prophet, she have a drop of blood coming from her vagina. And she put a dish underneath. Doesn't make sense, right? First, this is stupid. Secondly, disgusting. Secondly, this is not something to publish. What is this? Or the Prophet used to kiss me and suck my tongue. Or the Prophet, he used to put his private thing between my legs when I have menstruation. I mean, if Aisha really, she was reporting those things, she is a very horrible woman. Especially Muhammad, he said that a woman or a man who say what happened inside the house, he is a bad person. Imagine Aisha, now she have Instagram and she posts this. One of the wives of Allah Messenger has joined him in itikaf, and she noticed blood, yellowish in discharge, and from her private part, he put a dish under her. When he pray, she pray. Breaking you, breaker. What is that? What is this? And then a guy who came 200 years after is reporting this. Look at this. All those stories. Sneaker Corner is good channel for historical. Yeah. Well, you know, all of you, you can, you see, all of you can join the mission with us, Scott. The issue is how much education we have. But even if you have little education, you can start with the little. It's like building a house. You see, many people, they cannot afford to build a house in a month because they don't have enough money, right? So what they do, they start doing the base, putting some rocks here, some concrete there when they have money. And then they slowly, they build, they build, they build. It might take them 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5, but at the end they will have a house. This is how knowledge functions. Nobody will receive a house from the first day. It's going to take you a lot of work, a lot of time. If you ask me how you became who you are today, I spent my life reading. And since I was a kid, I spent all my time, you know, like, yes, I was very active kid, but I used to read a lot. I used to walk almost 45 minutes to a big library. And in the library, they have a section for children's and section for adult. I cannot get into the adult. I hate the children one. There's nothing there but Mickey Mouse. Magazine with pictures, cartoon, stupid, at least for me. So what I do, I used to wait until an adult when I get inside the adult library. So what I do, I walk next to him as if I am his son. Now the guy, he will look at me like, what this kid is doing? Why is he working with me? And when he entered the door, there's a guard. But because now I'm walking with him, the guard will think that I am with this guy. So it's okay. I cannot ask for a book, but I can sit in the table next to that guy. So I go and sit next to him. The guy will look at me like, why this kid is following me? Then I sit next to him, and whatever in the table as a book, because people, they leave the book in the table, I grab it. This is how I used to learn to read. I go to the adult library, and any book is in the front of me, I start reading it. Actually, one of the funny stories happened to me. Once I grab a book, it's about sex. Oh boy. I was reading things like, what is this? I think I was like maybe 9 years old or 10 years old. Unbelievable. I cannot forget that day. You know, it was really horrible. I was so upset. I was so because I used to read a lot, so my reading improved so fast as for a child. And the more you read, the more you learn, and the more reading change you. You become different person because you speed your people who they are your age in the knowledge. So while kids in my age, they were playing with the football, I play, I jump, I swim, etc. But still, I love to read. And I'm very glad I did. Yeah, you should see that day when I hold that book. I was reading things like what they are talking about. I went home and I wanted to ask my dad questions about what I read, but I was afraid he would ask me, where you learned this from? You know, I don't tell him I'm going to the library, by the way. It's far away. Suppose I'm going to play with kids in my age. So I want to ask questions about what I saw today in that book, but I will ask who. Yeah, anyway. Any question before we go? You know, try to make, if you have children, try to make them love to read. And to read something, like when you're a child, there's things that are beautiful for a child to read. As an example, stories, which is fiction stories. Fiction stories are, by the way, they are very useful because they can improve the imagination of a child. And imagination improvement can improve the intelligence. Because simply, you are building a format of images to establish, let us say, a movie maker in the head. That kind of thinking. So such a books can be very, or sometime. So in the beginning was things about fictions. Then I start reading books about crimes. Like, solve crimes. And those supposedly they are not meant for a child. They are meant for people who they are like in their 20s. But those are very good to make a child start thinking from an early age, enjoying, like let's say, adult way of solving issues, because it's a crime. You need to solve it. How this happened? Who's behind it? There's a question. There's an answer. There's investigation. So there are certain books can improve your child mind, but you need to be careful that not every child is the same. There's a children's, such a kind of books doesn't fit with them. You have to, you know, be careful about the gender too. What's good for girls is not good for boys. You know, boys, they like action, etc. Girls, they like more, you know, the Barbie, romance, etc. So everyone have something to improve him. So you have to feed each one of them what is good for their age and their gender. But when they pass the point of gender as kids, then you have to start feeding him with the books which is going to improve their intelligence. Today, sadly, they play a lot of games. Games are very good, by the way, to improve, let us say, your fast action. But it's programmed, which means there's nothing new. You know, like the steps, so you are just doing a step after step. You repeat the same thing over and over and over. So it became boring and it is stupid. But when you read, you improve your knowledge. You improve how much information you have. You improve your language skill. You improve your ability to explain. And you improve your ability to be a logical person. Reading is very important. However, reading doesn't work with everybody, which means, as they say in China, he left as a donkey, never come back as a horse. Which means if the person is not qualified to be a horse, he will never be one. No matter how many books you give him to read. All right? I was a little girl. I love a princess little story. Yeah, you see, there's stories when you are a child, they stuck in your head because you love those stories, right? When is my birthday? I don't know, because my mom, she did not tell me. She never celebrated. She told me it was a bad day. So, by the way, I never celebrate a birthday, and I believe this is my belief. Don't be upset if I say to you my opinion. I believe it is silly, and let me explain. Now, you might be a person who celebrates birthday, so I'm not saying you're silly. For me, it sounds like a silly thing. Okay, let us say you are born in January 1st. Do you know that this day will never be repeated? Not only literally, even your calculation is wrong. Because every few years we have to correct the calendar. So you are missing the date. You are not really born next year in January 1st. It's going to be a different day. Do you understand what I'm saying? Anyone understand what I'm saying? So let's say your mom, she told you you are born January 1st at 6 o'clock p.m. And then you celebrate every year January 1st, 6 p.m. But this is not really the day. It's not January 1st. Think about it. Yeah, but anyway, I believe if you are a person who knew how to be happy every day in your life, so if the reason to celebrate something is to be happy, why you don't make every day a day of happiness for you? Be fun, laugh, be happy, overcome your sadness. Don't don't make stress, take over you. Have a birthday every day. Actually, I remember there was a child, he's very smart. He used to call all his uncles saying, hey, next week is my birthday. They said to him, what, isn't it last week was your birthday? He said, so what? He liked to get gifts, I have a friend who celebrates his birth by celebrating his mother because it is day she gave. Yeah, well, I mean, if you are a person seeking happiness, if this is what the point is, be happy all the year, not once a year. You know what I mean? uh, I don't know. I mean, for me, I see the world in a different way. I believe every day is a special if you make it a special. And your birthday can be a horrible day if it's just a day, you know, cake, people come and eat. And I don't know. For me, you see, even people when they make, like, let's say somebody get married, what they do? They invite people, etc., spend a lot of money, party. For me, if you ask me, this is silly. The money you want to spend for the party, you can take a vacation from work, you and your bride, and spend the whole year going around the world. Which one is better? You know what I mean? You spend a lot of money to feed people who will talk about you. They will gossip about you. And what is the point of this? Marry the girl, take an airplane, go from place to place. The same money you want to spend for the stupid party, which you spend in 2 hours, spend to take a vacation, you and your bride, go around the world. Let us say maybe it's going to be enough, because some people, they spend a lot of money for those things. It might be enough even to go for 6 months around, you know. So be smart and live smart, or you die as a fool. People, they buy things, they spend things. You see, in my account in the quality of life, do you know why YouTube, they did not allow me to receive donation no more? Because I keep saying to people, don't buy those things. Don't spend. This doesn't work with YouTube. How they want to add advertising in my page, and yet I'm saying to people, don't buy. You know what I mean? Hey Dili, how are you? My Bible is corrupted. Dili, did you hear my answer for you, you idiot? I like you, Dili. So guys, look, Dili, he just came, he just woke up, and Dili, he just said that your Bible is corrupted. Dili, just to show you how stupid what you just said. Isn't it the Bible is the Bible of Allah? So how you say my Bible? As I know that the Bible is sent by Allah. So what you are saying to us, that the Bible of Allah is corrupted. So Dili is making fun of Allah, saying that Allah is a stupid fool. He sent his books and he cannot protect it. How dare you, Dili? Here we go. Chapter 3, verse number 3 says that Allah, he sent the book which is approving the Torah and the Injil, which is between their hands. So how you say it's corrupt, you stupid? Are you accusing Allah of lying? So the Quran confirmed the Torah and the Injil are not corrupted. In the same time, it confirmed that this is the book of Allah. So you are making fun of Allah, saying Allah books is corrupted. You know, have you ever heard of somebody giving a finger to a god? His name is Allah. Today you heard that. You are the one who is giving a finger to your God, because you just said your God, Allah, he sent the book, it's called Injil, and many people, they gave him a finger. Thank you for that. Join the club of fingering Allah. I mean, I cannot believe that a Muslim is insulting his God, saying his God, he sent the book and his book is corrupted. The verse on the screen, yeah, it says نزل عليك الكتاب بالحق مصدقا لما بين يديه وأنزل التوراة والإنجيل. He sent to you down the book by the truth, approving, believing in what is between his hands. Between his hands. No, Dali, the one who could not protect it is Allah, as you see. Allah is the one who sent the gospel. So you are saying Muhammad he lied? It's Elohim, not Allah? At the same time, if it's Allah, if it's Elohim, he sent it and it's corrupt. How do you stupid God in the Quran says confirming it? Do you see it says confirming it? This is your stupid translation saying the word confirming, and they are taking off the word between his hands. So how, you idiot, you say such a thing? No, Dominique, I wasn't saying that. You get me wrong about books. I was talking about you as a child. there's a point of building knowledge, and there's a point of being a fool. Let me explain to you. I'm talking about when I was a child, I spent a lot of time reading. Because when you are a child, you are just an empty computer. Your brain is empty. So you have to fill up the space of the empty brain with the right material. Then when you grow in the age, then you are already mature with knowledge. What happens usually, people after they get old, then they will learn about how to love a person. Too late. The process of learning about how to do things is when you are young, not when you are old. When you are old already, the fingerprint is all over your head. You as a person is there, is developed, is like a tree. You try to move it from its place when it is big and huge and have deep roots. So you think reading a book when you are old will change the roots? No. The change happens when you are so young, not when you are old. The only change can happen to you when you are old is learning from experience, not from a book. Because then you go to a second stage of, let us say, learning. It's called experience. Okay, we have people here, they are just coming to insult. So admins, you do not need my permission to send them to Allah shipping and handling. No, the Muslim, they say Jesus, he died, so he cannot be God. But according to Islam, Jesus never died, so he must be God as in Islam. Anyway, you can believe that when you are old, you can read a book and the book can help you in something. Why not? I mean, it can help you. But most of books is written supposedly for adult. It's too late for the adult to practice what is written in a book. Because you is already you. This is why I say, if you want to make a person, make him when he is a kid. You see, most of people, they commit a crime. They commit a crime because, sadly, they have a bad mama and bad daddy. So a kid, he steals something, they say to him, bring more. Here we go, we created a criminal, So you want to create a good guy, you do that when he is a kid. When he's an adult, it's too late. He will learn, he might correct himself, but it's going to be by experience, not by books. He go to jail. He will be humiliated. He will suffer a lot. And then from his suffering, he might, let us say, earn some redemption and change. But it's not a book who will change you. Right? Volume 9, book number 93, 64. What is that, Dili? What is that what this hadith you want me to show you? Is that something you like me to talk about? Do you like to call me Dili? You sound like an intelligent person. I like intelligent people. They are rare these days. Do you like to call me? I can open Skype for you. What do you think? Hadith number 6114. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to find this hadith. You are asking me to. 6114. 6114. Well, I searched for it here. I don't know. Can you post? Can you tell me the hadith in Arabic? Mr. Dili, what do you want from that hadith? What this hadith is about? Preference to the reversed standard version, yet King James version has defect. My friend, first of all, King James is a translation. Secondly, you are a stupid fool. And I will tell you why. I challenge you in front of everyone to accept one translation of the Quran. Is that fair, guys? And I challenge you to tell me that your translation is not defected. Any translation you choose. And my duty is to get you busted in 2 seconds. So either you apply translation rules in every book, including yours, or you don't apply it. Secondly, forget about translation. What if I show you different Qurans? Even your prophet, he said, Allah, he sent 7 Quran. Are they defect? Where is the 7th Quran? Where is the verse about stoning to death in the Quran? Where is the verse about breastfeeding for adult 10 times? Is your Quran today is defect? Foolish. In the top of that, when you say to me the Bible is corrupt, here we go. Allah is the one who sent the Torah. Allah is the one who sent the angel. So your God is a stupid God. He cannot protect his book. So simply what you are accusing us, you are accusing your God. Because at the end of the day, this is not my book. This is the book of Allah, supposedly. So how stupid is Allah? He cannot protect his own. Just to show you the stupid Quran, the stupid La mubaddila li kalimatullah. Nobody can change the word of Allah. And then the Muslims, they say to us that no, you didn't change the word of Allah. How Allah he say this? Look how many verse. Chapter 6, verse number 115. Chapter 6, verse number 34. Chapter 10, verse number 64. Chapter 18, verse number 27. All of them, they say, nobody can change the words of Allah. And you say to us, no, you Christians, you did change the word of Allah. So what we learn from this, that Allah and Muhammad is a fraud. Because either nobody can change the word of Allah, or people, they can change the word of Allah. So which one we will believe? You or Allah? Are you there? Are you dead, Dilly? Dilly, as they say in China, he left as a donkey, he never came back as a horse. And I don't think they were talking about you. I think you are born as a donkey. Which means it's not metaphorical, it's literally about you. So the stupid you is coming all over us saying your book is corrupted, when the Quran says nobody can change the word of Allah. And if we ask you, is the Injil is the word of Allah, you will say yes. Is the Torah is the word of Allah sent to Moses? You say yes. But the Quran says nobody can change the word of Allah. Hey Hamoud, listen Hamoud, I think your wife, she is cheating on you already. You are spending too much in the internet. Take a hike. You are like the Prophet Muhammad. He spent his life, cannot have kids. Why? Because he don't go to bed. He sleep under the bed. No, actually, donkeys are very smart. I don't know if I tell you the story before, right? once we went to the mountains, and there was, you know, we were a bunch of kids, teenage. So the villager, he said, how you will come back? You will get lost in your way. So he said, take the donkey with you. I said, what? He said, take the donkey. And when you want to decide to come, just let him loose and follow him. And guys, you believe it or not, we are going in the mountains. We have no idea how to come back. And this donkey, not only he took us home, he took us on a very short cut. Unbelievable. We were walking all day, and yet this donkey, he chose the shortest way to go home. And he is a donkey. So when I say a donkey, it's not necessarily, you know, donkey are not really stupid. Animals, actually, they have special gifts, you know. And this is an example. I mean, the villagers, he was sure. He said, just let the donkey go and follow him, whatever you are. Just let him go, you know. And the donkey took us home. Shortcut. Not only he took us home, he took us in a shortcut. Muhammad forbid the writing of a stoning verse in the Quran, abrogated in eternity. You see how stupid you are? How you can forbid a verse? It is in the Quran. How you can forbid writing Quran? If it's abrogated, how you can forbid writing it? And what the point if you are following it? Are you following the verse? Yes. So why you don't want to write it? It's like a guy making a law, says don't cross the road when the red traffic is on. And then he says don't write the law just to practice it. Why? The verse says nobody can change the decree of Allah. No, you idiot. It says words. It's in front of you. Are you going to say to me this is a wrong translation? Say it. Say it. Where it says decree, it says words. None can change his words. Where is the word decrees? Donkey. And this is the word in Arabic. لا مبدل لكلماته. كلماته. Where is the word decree? Donkey. And listen, donkey, do you accept the interpretation for the verse made by donkeys from the same religion you have? Or those who they make interpretation for the verse are donkeys like you, and you don't like them? Choose an interpretation and I would accept it. All of them, they say it's a word, not decree. However, as long as you mention decree, just to show you how stupid the decree of Allah. This is your prophet saying that Allah, he made a decree for you about how much adultery you will do. And you are the one who spoke about rape, you remember? So according to Islam, if a man he rape a woman, Allah, he made a decree he will be a rapist. Unbelievable, so beautiful. Look at this. Who is the one who makes somebody rape somebody? Allah. Read it. I think you are a stupid machine. Copy paste. You don't know what you are talking about. Do you see the hadith? And this is sahih. Let us see the hadith. I'll go to the screen in a second. Do you see the hadith? Aren't you the one who talk about rape? Based on this story here, your prophet saying a person he raped because Allah, he made a decree for him. And you are the one who said nobody can change the decree of Allah. So if Allah decides you will be a rapist, you are a rapist. Read carefully. Verily Allah has fixed the very portion of adultery which a man will indulge in, and which he of necessity must commit. Do you see it? Are you there? So when a man he rape a woman, he must rape her, for Allah he decree for him to be a rapist. And he decree for him he will rape who, when, and how. Should I go in details? Coward. Roasted without oil, without a fryer. Actually, this story here in front of us alone is enough to prove Islam is stupid, because the point of justice and the point of heaven and hell is gone. Why I will be punished for a decree Allah forced me to do? You know what I mean? If Allah is the one who wrote for me a fixed portion of adultery, which it's a necessity to commit, why I will be punished for what is of a necessity I must commit? Have you ever heard of a stupid religion like this? And remember, Dili, he is the one who says, the Quran says, nobody can change the decree of Allah. That make it more horrible now. Brother, sister, the decree of Allah is this guy was going to rape you, okay? You remember the women who called? Just go. Don't come here again, Dili. You are just a stupid kid. By the way, watch the beginning of the video. I spank you badly about the translation you posted. You are a donkey. There's a woman, she called the sheikh live on TV. Live on TV. And she said to him, I'm getting like, I don't know, she said 35 something or 30. And I did not get married yet, so I'm worried I will not be able to find a husband. The sheikh, he said to her, daughter, don't worry. The Prophet said, Maktubun ala kulla farjin ismu nakihihi. It's written, excuse my language, on every vagina, the name of the one who will if it. Live on air. For sure the women now, she felt more better, because here we go, Allah have decree. So nobody can change the decree. So if somebody will put it there, excuse my language, it means it's going to happen. It's written there. I'm sure now the woman, she went to the bathroom and she took a mirror with her, trying to find the name. Good luck with that. I wonder if a woman, she is a prostitute, how many names are there? My friend, she will have a yellow pages there. Unbelievable. Let us start with the letter A. It is written there? Really? Okay, I got an idea. Let us say you are thinking about to marry a girl. You like her, but you are not sure she will be your wife or not. What about you go and ask her, hey, can you please check for me if my name is there? What do you think? And then she will check and she will say, well, you know what, between the 200 names I found there, I could not see your name, sorry. What a stupid garbage religion. Unbelievable. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, I better stop. You guys, you hate me. Don't you hate me? How many of you hate me? Be honest. You know, I was away for 4 years, and I came, you know, my mom, she opened the door. She said, it's you? Me, you believe it? Mother, she see you after 4 years, and she did not get excited for seeing me? It's you? I said, yeah, Mom, it's me. Actually, she did not recognize me because I shaved my beard. So she was saying, is that really you? Even my mom, she could not recognize me before. You will read it? Unbelievable. Oh boy. Yeah, your name is written there. Don't worry, be happy. I'm so glad it's written in the front because it's going to be impossible to read in the back. I mean, think about it. And by the way, when Muhammad said it's written there on your private part, the name of the men who will sleep with you. I mean, why Allah he wrote it there? It's just a question in my mind. I mean, why he did not write it, let us say, in your hand? I mean, there's many places in your body, you know, that you can put tattoo anywhere. Why there? I mean, what is the fun about it, you know? Oh boy. We better stop here. Your love is contagious. Oh boy, they will accuse me that I am behind COVID-19, like a Trump. Trump is behind the global warming. The fire in California is because of Trump. I mean, when you hate somebody, if anything happened, you have to blame that person. It doesn't matter. The global warming is because of the guy. He don't even smoke. What the global warming? What he did? What did Trump have to do with the global warming? If you want to understand the global warming, I can explain to you better than anyone, any scientist. The Prophet Muhammad, he explained it. It says that each time a Muslim he pray, Shaitan he fought. Now think about it. There's 1.4 billion Muslims, and they add some numbers to the numbers I gave. If every Muslim, Shaitan, when he hear the Muslim, he prays, Shaitan, he fought. Do you know how much that affect the global warming? So now we knew the reason of a global warming. Read with me. Prophet Muhammad said, when Shaitan hear the call to prayer, he turn his back. Look at the imagination. He don't fart right away. No. Stop. He turned his back. I mean, look at the comedy. Okay, the Prophet Muhammad, I'm so excited to hear the rest of the story. He turned his back. What he do? He turned his back and he break the wind. Exactly. What is your name? Channel. The chicken is farting, but in this case it's a shaitan. So as not to hear the call of being made. This is a certain way of a protection, so that Satan will not hear the call of a prayer. So you can imagine how strong the fart. It have to be more strong than the speakers, because remember in the old days they used to have no electricity. Now they have big speakers in the Middle East. How big the fart of the shaitan will be? That is the reason behind the global warming. So if the liberals, they want to blame Trump, they are not being really scientifically accurate. Don't Joe Biden quote the prophet? Can he quote this prophet in the next election day? Imagine Joe Biden, he speak to the liberals. By the way, the liberals, whatever you say, nobody is listening. There's one thing for them. Trump is bad. That's it. Even if you give them a donkey like this guy, Joe bite me. So imagine if Joe bite me, he says, Prophet Muhammad. He said, come on, man. Yeah, I need to stop talking. My throat is hurting. You can't tell, right? Maybe tomorrow I will not go live. But this is the problem. I say tomorrow I will go live. I will rest my chest from talking, and then in the morning I say, my man, I cannot miss it. I cannot miss this. Look at this break wind. I mean, you can't miss this. You wake up in the morning, the birds are singing, the trees are green, the cloud is so beautiful. What is missing in your life? Prophet Muhammad. So beautiful. You open the book, Sahih Muslim. When the Shaitan, he hears the call of the prayer, Shaitan, he start farting. So how beautiful. Now you make your coffee and you imagine the story. How beautiful your day is. You will spend your day thinking about how wonderful is Allah, who is the reason to burn the anus of Shaitan from farting, because the poor Shaitan, he have to keep farting non-stop. And that explains why the price of beans are increasing in USA. Shaitan is ordering Allah. He need beans. Oh boy. We cannot live without you. Oh no, come on, Indira. What are you talking about? You cannot live without the fart of Shaitan, boss. That is something to believe. Oh. You know, once I was invited to a place, and there are a bunch of people, they start talking, claiming that they knew about Islam. The person who's with me said, please don't. And you believe it or not, I was in a church. And an idiot, he's a bishop. He was teaching the Christians all kind of garbage. The guy next to me who invited me for this event, he held me literally from my arm because I want to stand up. Please, no, come on, don't, please, don't, God, you don't, you know. And then he, like, that's it, I cannot take it no more. So I stood up, I said, you are a liar and you are not telling the truth. Actually, I said to him first, he said many stupid things and I cannot take it no more. And then he said, Prophet Muhammad is from Ishmael. So I said to him, first, where you get this from? He said, the questions are later. I said, I'm not asking you a question. I am saying you are a liar. You claim to be a bishop who knew the gospel, the Bible. Show us where you get this from. Everybody in the church was like shocked. You know, if you go in the Old Testament, you will find that Ishmael, his mother, she married him to an Egyptian woman. Egyptian women. So how in the world a bishop in a church, he said to those poor Christians who have no education that Ishmael is Muhammad, where Muhammad is coming from? So I told him, either I am stupid or you are a liar. Prove one of them. And you should see the guy next to me. He's holding me from my shirt. Sit down, act differently. Sit down, sit down. And then they escort me out of the church, which means literally I was kicked out. So what I did, you know, they can call the police for you. They are in charge of the church. You know, they can say trespassing. That's it. We don't want him here. So I went home and I printed all the papers I have in my printer, whatever paper I have. I know it's going to take some time before they finish. So I put some reference in a fast way in the papers, and I start printing, and then I print I don't know how many papers. I went to the front of the church. I found two kids. I told them I will give you $5 now and $5 later. Each one come out from the church, you give him a paper. And I got him busted with no mercy, you know. Yeah, he's a coward, he's a liar, you know. This is why it's not necessarily going to a church will make you listening to the truth. There's many deceivers, there's many liars, there's many corrupt people there. So you have to examine the person. The one who invited me, because he knew you know, I know a lot about the garbage of Muhammad. So he said to himself, this is an interesting topic for you. I said, sure. They will talk about Muhammad and church. That's wonderful. Let us see. But I could not take it when they start, you know, teaching false information. Why Adam is not handicapped when Allah created him in his image? Good one. You have a strong imagination, by the way. I'm going to hire you to work with my team as Zakir Naik assistant. Brother and sister, then the person is being conservative, and he see a lot of light, and I'm going to get him butted. You know, those Muslims, when somebody defends Islam, doesn't matter what he say, they support him. But in the same time, we as a Christians, if we hear that somebody have a PhD, or somebody is a bishop, or somebody is a priest, we take it automatically that he is a person, he knew what he's talking about, and he is decent. Never do that. The Lord in the Bible, you know, warn you about false teachers. The Bible says clearly that from us, from the believers, false people will come and preach different gospel. So be careful, my friend. Yeah, I better stop talking too much. Anyway, guys, I want to say really thank you. I appreciate you all. And you want to download this video, even though there's nothing much really there. Just I wanted to have a conversation with you. Feel free, you can download it if you want. But don't forget to download the previous videos we made today and yesterday. And I don't know the day before if it's still there. The day before, if you don't find it in my channel, is going to be in Patreon. There is a channels who download my videos, subscribe to them, so when you don't find the video I made a day or 2 days ago, you can find it there. You're welcome, my friend. Happy birthday. What birthday? I don't know what day I was born. You know, let me tell you, when my grandfather, he registered his kids, he went to the officer and he asked him how old the first one. So he put his hand like this, like let us say 5 foot. And he said the second one, he said like this. And the third one, like this. So my mother, her sister, who is 3 years younger than her, she's registered older than her because she was taller. Oh boy, old days are wonderful, aren't they? Yeah, he's like this, and this one is like this, and that one is like this. So you write whatever you want, you know, like who was old, who was, you know. And sometimes even it happened that if your name is not so clear, it's male or female, they might register you female, but yet you are a male. Like there's a guy, they never called him for the armed service, and he was wondering why he never been called. Because he's registered there as a female. Oh, welcome to the Middle East. It's wonderful to be in the Middle Eastern, isn't it? Yeah. The other day I was talking about the city. They are fixing the, you know, changing the sewer, you know, the sewage, the cover. They came, they cut the whole concrete, they make it perfect. All of this is done in less than 40 minutes. So clean, so neat. In the Middle East, there's a guy. He took a picture next to a sewage hole open in the road when he was 6-7 years old. And then he took a picture in the same place when he is 35 years old. Still the hole is not fixed. 35 years old. 6 years old. Still the hole in the street as it is. That is the Middle East. Isn't it wonderful? I mean, your memory is there. You cannot leave it. You will not miss it because simply it's there. It doesn't go. Why people saying happy birthday? My friend, it's not my birthday. What birthday? What you guys are talking about? I never celebrate a birthday. I told you. I don't know even what is my birthday. Anyway, I better stop, otherwise things will go crazy. Thank you very much. May the Lord bless you all. And don't forget to take a picture of the sewage if you live in the Middle East when you are 6 years old. So you can take a picture when you are 35 next to it again. Nothing will change. It's going to be there, trust me. Alhamdulillah. Why it's not fixed? Because you call the company, they say to you, Inshallah, tomorrow we will fix it. Inshallah. Allah is willing. And Allah never will and will never will. Allah is a funny, is a dummy, is a is a Barbie, is fake. This is why Allah, when Allah will, we will do it. When Allah will, we are waiting for that. Thank you. God bless you. Christ is Lord. And see you soon again. Bye-bye.